Welcome to Hangout with Holly and the loyal Ivan. I will never say your name the same way twice, I don't think. So I apologize for the confusion. I thought I would have to cancel, and I thought I had. And then this morning I said, oh, I can have a hangout, but it's too late. But then I see I still have the listing. Good. And here's Gerard and Karina. Hello.
Hi.
Hello, hello.
Hi.
Hello.
So we have a star among us today, our member of the week.
Yeah, I found yesterday, last night. I am the star. I'm so sorry. I guess it's more than 1 week.
But that's okay. Usually it is. We call it. Call it as our member of the week, and it started that way when we had 20 or 30 different people active every day when we first began Loop, but then we slowed down a bit. So now we call it member of the week, but the crown usually lasts 2 or 3 weeks.
I have more time. I have a few more days. I saw an email from Joanna. Congratulations, smiley face. Oh, it's about the contest, I believe. But when I saw your email, I said, oh, God. Now I understood. But if I paid little attention, actually, from Joanna was from the email was from the member of the. How you name it? The member of the week? No.
Member of the week.
Mm-hmm. Member of the week, yeah. So, I start to answer some your questions.
Yeah. So we could use some of today to challenge you if you wish, and we could ask you more questions.
Yeah, but
we make
you have to pay the payback to think about the payback.
Yeah, paybacks can be cruel.
No problem.
Yeah. So lots of interesting things. I see we have a lot of discussion over Black Mata's recent photo also. What is this? And she shared.
Paint by her sister.
Yes, she talks about her sister. I love how they do practice art frequently enough. But it's always interesting to me how the simplest little photo, or you just never know what's going to work to stimulate discussion on Loop. So this latest photo is
easy to be understood.
Sometimes.
But your posts sometimes are so philosophical that it's hard to answer.
Yeah.
We prefer Black Mata's pictures over
That's great. I prefer when it's not my posts that generate the activity. It's a much more worldwide site when it doesn't start from Holly. So always glad to see that. So a lot of Ivan's photos start conversations too. Gerard, you don't share too many photos. Do you take photos very often?
Not really.
I just thought of that. I'm just trying to remember, and I don't recall photographs that you've shared. And Karina, actually, maybe not so many either.
No, I don't take photos at work.
Yeah, my husband doesn't either. We've tried getting him a camera, but it doesn't seem to make much of a difference. I see, I don't know what you all see, but I can see in my camera, point to the right way, that some of my mess is showing here. I need to reframe my camera view so you don't see as much of my mess.
Oh God, I have to change to another, and now I see why I don't see your camera. I will come back soon.
Okay. So Ivan's looking out the window, staring at the snow?
No, fish tank here, and
Aha! Oh,
and
how
my fish
nice!
my fish is very active. I,
Ah,
they build something from stones. I just looking.
the fish build with stones? The fish move the stones?
Fish take stones and trying to build something. I don't know. Maybe
Really?
yes. Maybe I saw. I have seen it once, and it was before they have children. So maybe
Yes, yeah.
may, maybe it's something like this.
Fascinating.
I just noticed.
Wow. So we should put the webcam on your fish tank and just stare at the fish tank. That's
I can try.
amazing.
Can
I've
try, but
never,
my camera is very poor quality.
yeah,
Poor quality
yeah.
for that.
Wow. I don't blame you for staring.
No,
I've
it's
never heard of that, that fish move the stones with their mouth, pick them up and drop
yes,
them,
they do.
and push them into
This corner, this corner of stones. They built it because
Wow.
it was a
Huh.
plate. It was a plate, but they moved stones.
Huh. Wow. Gerard, have you ever had a fish tank? I never have.
No, never.
No. Yeah. Wow. Oh, that's a post. We need a post on Loop about this and more stories from other loopers who have observed fish. I had no idea. And so they might be nesting, just like many species do. They nest. Wow.
Yes.
So they don't want you to watch. It's a private moment.
I am in charge here, so.
Yeah. The master who brings food probably is allowed special privileges, right? And Krina, you're back again.
Yeah, I'm on Google Chrome now. I was in Explorer. I like Explorer and the whole style, but
Wait. Did I just hear you say I like Explorer?
Internet Explorer.
You like Internet
Yeah,
Explorer?
yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, you love, guys. You love. Everyone
No,
loves.
I have not heard anyone say that in years.
Maybe because I don't use it so for high-tech project.
Now we know that it's possible.
Yeah. Even my kids, Mommy, what you are doing?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I used to say that many years ago, but I do not like Internet Explorer. Or my computers don't, I should say. Internet Explorer doesn't like me. Not much works well with Internet Explorer. Hasn't for years. I haven't tried in years, so maybe they've improved again. It's possible.
Maybe I'm the last one on the planet using the Internet Explorer.
I know Gerard will answer yes to this, but I'm not sure about Krina or Ivan. But do either of you use Linux?
No.
Yes, I use it all the time.
I have more and more
me
people
too.
convincing me, trying to convince me to use Linux.
Yes, I think it would be better for you.
So you'll try harder too. I have not yet. People keep pressuring me that I will never go back once I start, but it means more things to learn, and right now I don't want to learn more things about technology. I have enough on my list right now that I'm trying to get through. But supposedly much faster and increasingly have the answers to challenges that come up. Used to be secure, but now go ahead.
No viruses and malware.
I've been reading recently, though, that may not be as true anymore. I don't know.
At least the probability is.
It's like, who do you believe? But I have several trustworthy souls telling me I should try Linux. So, on the things to consider. So what's on your minds? What should we talk about today? Or do I need to bring out my little book of conversation topics?
What about eating insects?
It seems
I'm so curious if someone of you tried, because
Or would
I
try?
don't.
Are you feeling better able to try now than
Yeah.
5 years ago?
I
Yeah.
tried it. I tried it with grasshoppers. Once,
Tried?
yes, I tried. I read the article about how many proteins
Yeah.
Yeah.
they contain, and I tell my friend, and I talked it with my friends. We was outside, we were camping, and we we did an experiment. We caught a lot of grasshoppers, like a bucket of them, and fried.
Easy to
And
catch. You fried them, okay.
yes, and it was delicious. I can say.
Your face doesn't say delicious.
Did you close your eyes as you were eating them?
At first you think it's something terrible, but you did it once, twice, and you think, wow, it's okay, it's very good.
Yeah, there's a lot of logic, and what's the difference between eating a bug and eating other things that we eat? Yeah, I'm not there yet, but I'm in a place where I want to be willing. Before it was just not negotiable, and I'm in a place now where it is negotiable. Gerard, have you ever eaten grasshoppers or other
No.
insects intentionally?
I think another insect similar is called locust.
Locust. And Shilu shared that locusts supposedly, I think it was Shilu, have medicinal value. I had not heard that
No,
before.
the girl from Algeria.
Not Shilu, someone else.
Yeah.
Posted that they might have some medicinal purposes be known for. And I have no idea what validity there is to that. But they are chock full of protein. My dad always joked that, more protein. If you said, "Oh, Dad, there's a bug on there," or he'd pretend. I tell myself it was pretending. He'd pretend to eat things. And he loved to tell the story of how he was famous in his grade school for eating worms. He liked to eat wriggling worms in front of girls to make them gross out and scream. So that the female torture was worth the swallowing of the worm. I don't know if that's true or not, but he liked to tell that story. But we do eat insects on our vegetables. I am absolutely positive that every one of us has eaten insects if we have eaten fresh vegetables or cooked vegetables. Yeah.
And the meat, I guess, yes.
Why we start talking about it? You have an article or something? I miss the...
You missed the post. I need to share the link. Yeah, it was actually supposed to be a topic of either this class or another recent class that no one attended. So let's see. I'll challenge either Gerard or Karina or Ivan. If you want to find the post, how would you look for it on Loop? What are you guys talking about? How can I find this? So one of you can share the link.
I always start with Google.
And Google.com or Google site search on Loop?
Google.com, and I write something like eat insects, and then site, colon, and loop.com.
Okay,
Like
so you use that search tool, site search, yeah. So we have that actually embedded right on our site. Oh, and someone else has joined us here. Hello.
Yes.
Welcome. I'm not sure of your name. Anupam?
Yes, Anupam.
Yes. And tell us your name again, please.
Anupam.
Anupam. Welcome.
Yeah.
And
Welcome.
What name do you use on Loop? What is your Loop name?
Milo.
On our website on loop.com, what
Milo.
is your member? Milo. Milo, you're a new member. Excellent. Welcome.
Thank you.
Very glad to see you here.
This is our first time for me because I just joined your loop.
Yes, our site. Yeah, we pronounce it loop, just like the English word loop. In the loop with loop. Yeah. Yes.
Nice to meet you all.
Yes.
Welcome.
Yes.
Nice to meet you too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we were talking about how to find things, how to search for things on Loop. And on the home page, if you go to loop.com, to the home page, on the left column, you'll find need to find something. And there is and he has found it. We have a Google site custom search built into the site. And we have a recent discussion, quite active, about eating insects.
Yes.
So we're sharing stories about eating insects.
It's very interesting because before I read the same topic on another site, on site Hacker News. It's some news about IT. I share the link here, and maybe you can see it because it's very funny. They sell devices to grow the insects inside your home.
Okay.
so you always have access to any amount of proteins.
Right.
I didn't know.
So I've heard of ant
Really farm
farms,
inside.
and I've heard of worm colonies that you can have inside your home. And for birds, I like to feed the birds, and we'll often take a carton from oatmeal. I don't have one here to show you, but when the carton of oatmeal is almost empty, so there's only a little bit of oatmeal left, if you put in 1 or 2 or 3 mealworms and let them breed, you will soon have hundreds of mealworms in your little oatmeal carton. And if you can handle the grotesqueness of scooping out handfuls of worms, you have nice fresh bird food. The birds love mealworms. So I've heard of growing ants and worms and mealworms at home, but I haven't heard of other kits to grow other insects. So if I presented you with a plate of fried grasshoppers, locusts, and worms, would you eat them?
Yes, I do.
Yes, you would. So he's ready. Anyone else? Would you eat?
I will try.
You would try.
But farm raised, no.
Farm raised.
No, from the one. Yeah.
Why?
Honestly,
I don't know. In my mind, looks better. Clean. Yeah.
I should admit I have a worm farm. It's for my fishes. It's for my fishes. So
Okay.
yes. So it's very easy to grow worms if you have knowledge how to do that.
Yes, it is very easy, and it's another reason why eating insects makes sense in our world. I'm not sure I would taste my fried worms and locusts and grasshoppers, but I'm glad that you might. I'm forgetting the name. Anupam, do you eat insects? Milo, do you eat insects?
Yes, I do. I have had it for some time. However, I never cook it.
Raw. So you just eat dead or alive?
Dead.
Or alive.
Just dead only.
Okay.
But normally I had the fry and the worm. Yeah, yeah. And
Okay.
I
And
have heard some frying got the chemical because some chemical in the frying it
chemical
make
is in the oil or in the
yeah
insect?
it in the insect. Yeah,
Ah, so it could be a danger. That's something I don't know, but insects
yeah,
certainly could absorb pollution and they work their way
yeah,
through dirt. Worms do, so maybe they have poisons. That might be a reason for farm-raised
yeah.
insects
Yeah, for
also.
infestation. I'm afraid of infestations. Like I like mushrooms growing
Mhm.
at home than from the wild.
Ah. And do you eat them as a snack or as part of a meal?
For me, I eat it for a snack only, not a part of a meal because
Okay.
if eat it a part of a meal is very it a lot of insect. I need to add it something like
Okay, so little bits
yeah
are
yeah
okay, but
just a little bit
a large
right
portion a portion may not be
yeah.
as palatable. Where do you buy them, or do you catch them?
Um, yeah,
From the market, from
yeah.
your
Uh,
neighbors.
For me, from the free market, I normally walk around free market, right? And sometimes I bought it from there.
And
Yeah.
what country is this?
Thailand.
In
Thailand.
Thailand.
Yeah.
Ah. When I taught and lived in Korea, um, especially in the autumn and winter months, sometimes year round, but especially in the winter, you could see the street vendors would have carts full of mounds of insects. I never tried them. I had many students try to entice me to taste them, but I was never brave enough to willingly eat an insect. But it really does make sense, and it really
Yeah.
could be useful. Um, and and maybe delicious. I don't
Yeah, yeah,
know.
yeah.
Ah, I wonder if they absorb chemicals in a different way. I wonder if we know from studying with a lot of study of ants and bees and worms for other reasons, but I don't know if the research would help us to know how safely edible they are. Hmm.
I guess they died if the amount of chemicals is too high, like bees. Bees
Ah,
are
mhm.
very sensible.
Sensitive. Yeah.
Sensitive.
Yes. Yeah. Um, yeah. I think it's wonderful that more people are talking about it and trying it because I think that's part of the normalization that will make it not much different than buying chicken. You go to the store every week and you buy your lettuce and you buy your chicken and you buy
Yeah.
you buy your half a pound of whatever.
Yeah.
And then we have a new market for bloggers and viral videos, right? To help teach us to eat insects with a
To change,
smile on our face.
to change our mind little by little.
Yes, roasted grasshoppers for dinner.
Yeah.
These special marinades. We can have
I,
new
I have
recipes.
I have seen many videos when people taste the food from other national cuisines. Like Americans taste Russian food and vice versa, and it's not insects; it's just normal food. And but people react very overreact.
Yes, yes, yeah, sure. So, what are some examples, other examples of food that others have found odd or that you have found odd? What else comes to mind?
Alligator.
Snail, snails.
Snails,
Yeah.
yes,
Snakes
escargot.
I taste.
So you don't call them snails when you want someone to try it. You say, would you like some escargot? And then it's a fancy cuisine. It's not, it's not slimy snails. But I did taste escargot. I would not say I tasted a snail, but I did taste escargot.
Sounds better. We can find a new name for the insect.
Maybe that's the secret, right?
Yeah.
The grasshoppers become elegant when you refer to them as some new name, perhaps.
Actually, insects are added by in our food through flour.
Sure.
So we don't
Yes.
know what is there. We say it's a good flour.
Yeah, you
Our
sift the insects out of the
yeah.
flour. Yeah. If they're
No,
not stored
I
in
talk
a...
about insects are fried, ground very small, like coffee, and made flour from them.
insect flour. So
Yeah.
we might buy
Don't know.
insect flour,
Don't know, but in many countries it's used.
wheat
This
flour,
is
and insect flour.
yeah. It's they combine different type of flour.
Wow. Why not?
So you don't know. This is the
Wow.
reason I love McDonald's when I go. I find it's better and sometimes safe.
So what strange foods do people eat in the United States that you've heard of? What's odd about the U.S. and cuisine?
The rare steak.
Rare steak? Oh, it's delicious. That's unusual for you.
Yeah, for me, yeah.
So meat is well cooked always?
Mm-hmm.
No,
Yeah.
no, I like rare meat.
Rare steak is delicious. Yeah. I remember as a child, we don't do this now because it's not safe, but as a child, when my mom was making dinner or I was helping with dinner and we had fresh ground beef, I loved to eat just little meatball-sized bites of fresh, raw hamburger, a little bit of salt. Delicious. I don't dare eat it that way now because it's not safe anymore. But
you know
but
it's not safe.
Yeah.
It was the same in the past, but now you are afraid. Like eggs.
So I do cook.
Eggs.
I do cook my meat more than I used to most of the time now. But a good rare steak, delicious.
Raw eggs. We
Raw
have
eggs.
used for treatments.
Yeah,
For
you wrote that.
Yeah, but
you wrote that recently that there's no nutritional value.
Yeah, it's not.
Huh. And I didn't know that. I remember you wrote that in a post. My brother drinks a lot of raw eggs in smoothies. A lot of very health conscious people.
Yeah, many countries. Even in Romania, it's used. Eggs for asthma. I don't know what they treat.
It's often used for hangovers as a remedy.
Yeah,
Orange juice and raw egg.
Now they use ibuprofen for.
I never tried this myself. It never sounded helpful.
When I was a child, my grandmother used to feed us in the morning. Open her mouth.
What about from Spain, from Thailand, from Russia, from Romania? What are foods that other people find odd?
In Spain, some people eat the brain of the sheep.
Mm.
Oh, I eat
Brains.
the sheep of every animal. I love.
Love brains.
Delicious. In USA, they don't have.
You
They
can
say it's
find
not
it in some
very.
delis, but it's meat departments, but it's
Yeah.
usually special requested and hidden. It's not something. I used to see it more in New Jersey as a child. Then I haven't seen it that I can recall for sale here. A certain butcher shops would have it, but in your main grocery stores, it's not something that's easy to find. But now the international influence is stronger and stronger, so many more items are available in different places now.
It's a salmonella high risk infestation. This is the reason. Yeah.
So Gerard, do you eat sheep brains?
No.
No, so it's not something that's on your favorite list. When I visited Europe last year, I saw many foods that seemed unusual to me. I remember I was awed by my first visit to a French butcher shop. Beautiful display and different cuts of meats and many different things available than are easily found here. It was beautiful. And seafood markets often have different types of items, different fruits. It's fun to explore. Many fruits, many items are so perishable that they're hard to export and have the same taste sensation. I don't think I've ever been offered sheep brains. I don't think I've ever tasted them.
Small. Small. We use from pig and beef. From the pig is the best. For me, I like it.
What about fish eggs, roe?
Oh, I made it yesterday.
Or fancy caviar from Russia, right? You must eat different types of. I understand it's a fairly common in Russia. I don't know if that's true. I've heard this. Not a common diet item here, but friends that I have who are avid fishermen who fish, and it should be plural, who fish frequently often bring us fresh fish eggs, and they're delicious. Fried, we usually fry them with eggs, with regular eggs, or just serve them as fried eggs themselves.
Oh no, I don't eat like this. I combine them with oil and like a mayonnaise, like a mayo.
Like a spread, and use it
like
as a spread.
Spread will be, yeah.
Do you know sea urchin?
Sea urchins, yes. Yeah. Anemone. No, I'm not spelling it right. Anemone. Also called sea anemone.
I think it's different.
Right. But these are both sometimes eaten. I don't know if I've ever had them.
No.
Do you eat them, Gerard? Are they available?
That's why. Yes, it tastes like the sea.
Yeah. So you know where they come from. Yeah. Anyone else with a thought of something they've heard of from your own country or another that is odd or not as...
Tongue beef.
Beef tongue. Oh, beef tongue is delicious.
Yeah. The tongue and both pork and the beef, the heart, the kidneys,
Hmm?
the liver.
The feet of the pigs.
Ah, yes,
Oh
yeah,
yeah, for Christmas I will make a special dish.
yeah. And pig feet. Mm, yeah. My father loved to try bizarre foods. Anything that sounded bizarre to him, he wanted to try it, and he would make a weekend habit of putting something really odd on the breakfast table. And
Mhm.
I have three brothers, and my brothers were taught early to be a macho man and eat whatever dad put in front of them. And I was able to hide behind the curtain of being a girl and not be as forced to try. But I was also strongly encouraged to try
Mhm.
things that seemed odd. But he loved combining foods and strange combinations. So if you're supposed to use ketchup, he would bring out pickles and mustard and horseradish and other condiments and encourage you to try a different combination of foods. Or if you're supposed to have butter on your vegetables, he would say, try mustard, try ketchup. And so we had some strange to us and strange to everyone who knew us
Do you
combinations.
eat the cow bowels?
Not knowingly,
Uh,
and
Intestine?
intestines. Intestine.
no,
Intestine. They are
it is
sold, and there are
stomach.
people who use them.
In Spain are very popular, especially in the center. In Catalonia, not as much, but also, but it's
Mm.
more a Spanish dish.
Mm. Food is always such a good topic.
Everyone knows something.
Yeah. So anything else coming to your mind, Milo? Mm.
Oh, there are no any special food that I have had.
Mm. Mm.
I think it's very special. Only insect only.
So
that
far,
I
that's what you're
have.
thinking of. I imagine if we all came to visit you, we might have other things that seemed unusual to us.
Yeah.
Most regions have something special, even if they don't realize it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. However, for the pig feet and cow intestine, I have had it.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I
Okay.
think it's
It's fairly
very,
common in many diets. Yeah.
yeah, it's very quite delicious.
Ah, so you recommend
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
can you describe how it's prepared? How it's served? Is it served alone or mixed with something else? Or I would not know what to do with cow intestines if I had them in my kitchen.
Oh, I I didn't cook by myself. I just only had it
Okay.
because
Okay.
some people or my mother prepare for me
Okay.
already.
And are they mixed with other vegetables or meats, or just served like potatoes alone or rice alone, or how?
I think normally it's served uh, with the rice, with the
With,
rice.
with
Yeah,
rice. Okay.
yeah, with
Mm,
rice.
mm. Huh. Yeah. I'm much more open to trying things now. Um, I was lucky enough to have Nang visit me a couple of times, and she loves to cook and loves to cook. She cooks well, and to have me taste the way things are supposed to taste when they're properly prepared. And it was really interesting, fascinating to watch her prepare dishes so differently, different tools, different uses of the kitchen, and different spices and processes, the sequence of preparing. It's like watching, I love to watch people use their computers because I learn something new almost every time. Watching someone else use Google or someone else edit a document, the way we do things is a little bit different. Fascinating.
It's from Vietnam.
Yes, so Vietnamese dishes were is a cuisine I don't know a lot about, so it was fascinating. Yeah.
Actually, I like to watch people making food for me.
For you, yeah, sure. Who doesn't? Right?
Yeah,
I'll sit and watch.
the video.
Or stand and watch.
Yeah, I can't help. Just
Yeah.
a little bit.
My daughter likes to watch some of the shows. I guess there are several shows on television now. Food, cooking, Food Network. I guess there's a whole network, Food Network here, where you can watch many types of things. I don't watch much TV, so I don't know a lot about what's out there.
What she's cooking. For Thanksgiving, we'll have some.
I think the problem with food is the good dishes are not too healthy because they have a lot of fat.
Insects are good, low cholesterol, low
That's right, back to
glycemic
insects
index.
again.
It's
All
so
right. Full of protein, low cholesterol, low fat. I think most insects are low fat. I don't think there's much fat.
They help.
And cheaper, yeah. Readily available. Small storage space. There's a lot of strong. But seriously, there are a lot of benefits to the idea of eating insects.
But if they are fried, where is the benefit?
Yeah, the fried might not be. So we have to come up with creative ways.
Roasted
Put them on a stick and roast them over the fire.
Yeah.
But you can fry them with olive oil.
Yes, but then many loopers say no, you should never heat olive oil. Every time I use olive oil for sauteing, I think someone will be upset with me. But if you do some research on Google, I actually did after, I forget who it was that wrote a note, I think Amen, perhaps. But someone reprimanded me for cooking with olive oil, no, as a taboo. And I thought it was healthier. And there's quite a bit of bloggers' notes online about it. And but so olive oil I thought was healthier, but for some areas you should never heat olive oil. Never heat.
Not to the smoking point. Don't make
right.
warm. It's okay, but not to fry all the whole bag of insects. Just take a warm bath, a hot bath.
And then if we add too much sugar, that's no good either.
No. What's the best
chocolate covered insects.
Whether it's illegal or immoral.
Immortal?
Immoral, yeah.
We'll be
the best things in life are illegal, immoral,
So the best things in life are illegal or immoral.
Or make you fat.
Or make you fat.
Cakes.
I thought you had said immortal, and I was like,
no.
This is how we can live forever,
No,
is to eat insects? That might be a way to get us to eat them. Maybe insects, you know, you put cucumbers on your skin. Maybe it's good to put squashed insects on your skin.
Already are some creams with insects. It's old.
So it might be the way to get rich, guys. You can come up with some scheme to get people to buy insects with whatever you do with them. It's an easy market, perhaps. Make a viral video and become famous for helping us to recognize the benefits of farm-raised insects.
Yeah, what's the name for the little animal in the forest which has spines? No,
Porcupine?
Porcupine, yeah. The new trend in my country is the fat from porcupine treat cancer or prevent cancer. So some hunters found this opportunity and they sell the pork fat, like porcupine fat, for good money. And people stop taking the medical treatment because they have something better.
Interesting.
It is promoted in some newspapers. So if it's in the newspaper, it's true. The doctor wants only your money, but yes.
Yeah, skilled marketing.
Yes.
One of my favorite examples has always been pet rocks.
Yeah,
years ago, someone picked up a little rock and drew a little smiley face and sold it for $5, and people put them in a box and buy $10 for a pet rock in a box.
Yeah, you told us. I didn't know about. Maybe it's the time to renew this business. Well, doesn't work with you, but maybe we'll find some. For Christmas, it's a good.
Find someone able to market eating insects, and people will say, "What? I can just get them from my yard." Yeah. Maybe there are medicinal benefits. Okay, Gerard, thanks for joining us.
The gym class, no?
Yeah. I don't know where he's off to. I keep a lot of our classes leave him on a short notice. Yeah. I wonder. I don't know if the medicinal value of insects has been explored very much.
Yeah, the Egyptian used locust. How you pronounce locust?
Larva, a locust from larva.
Locust, yeah. So 3,000 years ago they used. In our in the Christian Bible is mentioned the use of larva and honey.
Yeah, honey. Look how far back that goes.
And royal jelly.
Jelly.
Royal jelly.
Royal jelly?
Yeah.
From?
It's from bees.
So honey sweetened, made into a jelly. I've never heard of honey jelly. Okay.
Royal jelly.
Or is just the name for honey?
Royal jelly is from propolis. I don't know the spelling. I guess it's something like this. Combination propolis and something else.
So the benefits of studying history or looking through history for little tidbits of possible useful knowledge. Have any of you ever seen an attack of locusts? I guess when they come, they fill the air.
Few years
Thousands.
ago was in Egypt.
Yes,
2,
yeah.
3 years ago, I don't
Yeah,
remember.
not so long
Like
ago.
the biblical one.
Right, yeah, yeah. So we have
In my place,
cicadas. Go ahead.
in my place, even the big animals like to sleep at winter.
You're right, Ivan.
That's right. We mentioned
Love
this in a recent class that you don't have as much trouble with insects because they're just not surviving much of the year in Siberia or close to. Wow. And then the
Ivan,
fossils that they find. Yeah.
Ivan, your forest have mushrooms?
Yes, a lot of them.
Yes, a lot.
We always collect it. My wife is big specialist about mushrooms. We always have a lot of them, and almost each week we have some dish from mushrooms.
Yeah. What months are specific for? Some in summer and late fall?
It's during all the summer and September and October. It's different sorts of mushrooms each month.
Our high mountains have mushrooms.
It's
Safe
been an
mushrooms.
incredible year for mushrooms here, and I just wished I had someone like your wife to help us know which ones are and are not safe to eat. It's been a beautiful year for mushrooms here, but I don't know enough, and there are so many poisonous ones.
Yeah, but the poisonous spores can go to the safe mushroom. Supposed to be safe mushrooms.
So different.
When the weather is too hot in the summer, the mushrooms are not safe. I don't know if Virginia has a high humidity.
Yes.
And don't need the heat like in Algeria.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So, Milo, do you have many mushrooms in Thailand?
For the Thailand, right? I think there are many mudroom in Thailand because in Thailand have a lot of humidity, right? The mudroom is grow very fast in the country have a high humidity. Right?
Do you
I
ever
normally
collect them?
yeah today nowadays I in Thailand it's a raining day, right? There are many mudroom.
Yes, I love walking after a rain.
Yeah,
To
some
see.
mudroom grow with with the natural, and some mudroom the people can plant that mudroom. Yeah,
Yeah. On a hike last month, I took a photograph of that I think someone was trying to cultivate mushrooms, drilling holes in the end of a log. I see a nod, something that you know about. See, I'm very ignorant.
Didn't know. I read your post, but I don't know.
Sawdust, I guess you fill them with sawdust, and that helps, I guess, certain mushrooms like the loose sawdust material. I don't know. I'm very much in the early learning stages of mushrooms, but I love observing them, and the same day watching the progress of a mushroom through the course of 24 hours can be fascinating. Then our squirrels come and destroy them.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Oh, the squirrels love mushrooms here. Yeah.
I didn't know. We don't have. In the mountain are squares.
We figure those are probably the very edible ones, the ones that we can never get to.
You have to observe which one is safe.
Right?
You say, this is good, so now I have to be before the square.
We don't see any dead squirrels laying around, so that's
Yeah.
a good indicator.
We have some mushroom growing around the tree nut, but my neighbors used to collect them, eat, but 5, 6 years ago, someone got sick,
Mm. So now you're not so
so
sure.
now we destroy them.
Mm.
Yeah, we never eat.
We've had beautiful ones grow here, bright
I
orange,
don't
like
know why.
masses
Why
of
they
them this big. I have posts somewhere about them. But the people from Loop have said, oh, eat them, they're delicious. But I'm afraid to try because we don't know. It only takes one mistake and Holly would
Yeah.
not be here. No more hangouts with Holly.
The story say when you got sick from mushrooms, become crazy, you have to run from the place where the mushroom was collected.
And then you'll be okay. You can be healed by
It's a, it's
returning
a,
to the
it's
source.
a, it's a joke, I guess, because many our mushrooms are from forest, so you have to run in the forest and get lost.
Yeah. So we would call this an old wives' tale. Yes,
Yeah,
not.
yeah. So before start eating, ask from where are these mushrooms to know where to run.
Before we close today, I want to give Milo a chance to ask if you have any questions for us about Loop or about us. Is there something you would like to ask?
No, because I try to learn your Loop website and try to use it, and I try to learn English with all people and try to make the friend in Google Hangout. And
Excellent.
I'm very impressed for me. Yeah.
Good.
It's very impressive for me to meet with another people. Yeah.
It's wonderful. We learn a lot
Yes.
with each other, from each other. So I hope we
Yeah.
will see you join us again in other classes too. Aha.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we have some more pictures from Ivan
As always.
with mushrooms misspelled.
Yeah,
To
I saw.
correct that.
I say what? Yeah,
Did you just
but
add these today?
Just
I
now.
have
Just
just
now.
now. Okay. I hadn't seen them before. View a slideshow. Let's see what we have here. Wow. This is from one collection. Look at the, oh my gosh, look at the card full. Wow. And teaching, already teaching. Wow.
so
Wow, so
the yellow mushrooms.
you boys know mushrooms too,
Okay.
huh?
Yes.
Yes.
A lot of mushroom.
Yes.
A
Definitely a
lot.
lot of mushrooms.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Impressive.
I
Thank you
think
for
it,
sharing.
it is very this mushroom is very big and bigger than mushroom in Thailand.
Larger than most of yours.
Yeah, larger.
It's a special sort. It's a very delicious one. We call it white mushroom. What on the photo? We have a lot. We have a lot of sorts of mushrooms, and others are smaller. It's the biggest one.
We call it yellow mushrooms. This like little
Yellow,
yellow.
white. Argue over color.
Yeah,
That
delicious.
reminds me of.
We call it white because it's white inside when you cut it.
Ah, yeah.
There usually is an explanation. Reminds me of talking with Joanna when we're planning website anything, and I'll tell her to look for the green, and she'll say, "What green? I don't see any green. It's blue or it's purple. It's not green. It's yellow. It's white." She'll say, "Tilt your screen. It's not." So we see different colors quite often as we talk about things. Well, fun hour. Thank you all for joining, and I'm going to save our chat notes. We have some good chat notes today. And I'll post a recap, Milo, in our discussion categories. We have a category for recaps,
Yeah.
and I post follow-ups from several classes there. So you'll find notes there too. And I hope that we'll see lots of you in other classes and on Loop. And Karina and Ivan, thank you. And have a great day.
Thank you.
Okay.
Good. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.